All right, here we go. And they're off. We've got in the red Showgirl, who's your lead jammer.
Honeybee Sting jamming for Skaters of Doom, out on initial just behind Showgirl. Showgirl putting up the first 4 for the Bad Apples. Beautiful move on the outside there. Honeybee Sting picking up and answering 4 points.
Candy Painting Company putting up a stout defense at the front of the pack.
Beautiful block by Candy Painting Company down there.
Working along with Tiny Monster.
That is some great defensive work there by Imminent Danger, number 725. Showgirl continuing to put points on the board for the Bad Apples. We're at 16. Can we make it 20? Excellent first jam of the game. Excellent job there by Tiny Monster to get out in the front, try and slow down the jammer.
All right, next up on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line in the blue, we've got Smokin' Cinder.
In the red, we've got Tick Tick Boom. Tick Tick Boom quickly off the line, finding some amazing defense there by number 587 and Explosive. Tick Tick Boom is out on initial. Smokin' Cinder coming back into the pack, hoping to put up some more points for the Skaters of Doom.
And inside line covered by Lemon Bomb.
Nice offensive play by an Explosive, trying to get Smokin' Cinder through. Just kidding, that was Screaming Death. Just kidding, that was Screaming Death. Excellent offense by Screaming Death.
In the red, we've got 911 Demon Skater.
Up against Pat CU in blue. There's our whistle. Demon Skater quickly through the pack. Aggressive lead established for Bad Apples. It's got to be great communication on the track if we can hear it up here. The Kraken doing a great job of steering that tripod for the Skaters of Doom. Pat CU making it look easy.
And there's the call off. Even 8-8 jam. So far, no penalties, and the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box has remained empty.
Honeybee Sting and something 9-7. Maybe just Tiny Monster. Tiny Monster.
Yes.
Honeybee Sting and Tiny Monster both wearing the stars. Tiny Monster out quickly, taking a tumble in turn 2, allowing Honeybee Sting to get out ahead. Tiny Monster reestablishing their position as lead by taking in a wide open inside lane.
And Candy Payne holding the line at the front of the pack.
Smack and Cheese doing a great job of shutting down that inside opening.
Both jammers through on that pass. All Eyes setting up the defense at the back of the pack, working there with Hitterbug.
Oh, beautiful offense by Owl Get You. I'd like to say thank you to all of our officials officiating this game. Babe, Banana, Malicious Compliance, KT Boundary, Stabby, Rodent of Unusual Size, Babe, Joe G, Jump Cut, Little T Rebel, Pearl Jim, Screw Lucy, Tillamook Shredder, Tripper Gore, and Shobi-Wan. Thank you so much.
All right, we've got Princess Leia jamming in the red, and that is An Explosive in the blue. An Explosive blowing out of the pack. Princess Leia working against.
Oh, beautiful hit attempt by Smoke and Cinder. The pivot on Skaters of Doom. Beautiful run back. Skaters of Doom with an excellent recycle. Imminent danger coming in with the offense that allowed Princess Leia to get through.
Screaming Death closes the door on the inside, but Princess Leia moves to the out.
Princess Leia with a beautiful spin move there to get out of the pack and pick up those 4 points for the Bad Apples.
All right. The Jam Line brought to you by Jam on Hawthorne, Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, everybody-friendly breakfast.
There's our whistle, and we've got Tantrum and Pterodactyl wearing the stars.
Good offense coming from Patsy U.
Razor Sharp playing a key piece down there in the pack. Oh, beautiful block by Pat CU there on the inside line.
Slamwich directing the defense at the front of the pack.
First penalty of the game is going to go to number 132. That is the Kraken. It is a direction. Pterodactyl with keen track awareness goes ahead and calls it off. Hitterbug trying the inside line, not able to quite make anything of it, due in large part to number 530 on the Bad Apples. That is Morbid LaFay.
Briar Rose and Company lining up at the back of the pack. There's the force out on Hitterbug.
The Kraken out of that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box and back on the track. Showgirl fighting hard for those 4 points.
And here comes some offensive help, courtesy of, I believe, Screaming Death? Or no, All Ice.
Cut track being called on Hitterbug. That will leave Showgirl in a power jam.
It's a Menopause Unicorn Power Jam.
Another good line coverage there by Owl Get You, slowing Showgirl down. Tiny Monster with the offense, dropping back to play defense again. Nice hit to the inside, Tiny Monster.
Track cut sends Hitterbug back to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
The Bad Apples will start the next jam in a power jam. And that's going to be Grizzly Bear. Oh, hi Grizzly Bears fan club.
Grizzly Bear looking for an inside lane, and an explosive not giving up that inside lane easily.
Beautiful job by Grizzly Bear to push. Look at all of those skaters of doom just piling on. Lemon Bomb and company are making it so hard for Grizzly Bear to get through on initial.
And Hitterbug out of the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is your lead jammer. Voldemort now joining that back line against Grizzly Bear.
Nice hit to the outside by number 700 on the Bad Apples. That is Tick Tick Boom.
And Sour Patch Skids working that back line. Oh, good hit out by Tick Tick Boom. Working with Sour Patch Skids and Smack and Cheese.
We have to give some credit to these skaters of doom up in the front. They are doing an amazing job. That is Smoke and Cinder, Voldemort, and steering the tripod
And explosive.
is an explosive. It's amazing job. Pat CU and Mozilla on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line.
Mozilla.
Oh, beautiful job by Mozilla. That's a timeout being called. This timeout brought to you by Deb Constaber, and welcome to PDX. Deb Constaber, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
All right. We've got Candy Payne in the red jamming against Honey Big Sting in the blue. Empty Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. We've got a late penalty being assessed. So far, very light on penalties this game, only 4 total.
All Ice and Screaming Death set up there to receive Candy Payne right off the line. Oh, beautiful job there by All Ice to slow Candy Payne down. Candy Payne still out as initial. Honey Bee Sting, or as lead. Honey Bee Sting has also completed the initial pass. Beautiful catch at the top of the pack by Screaming Death.
And Sour Patch Skids holding that back line, working with Calamity Cat.
Oh, and I believe that was Mad Max. Beautiful job there, getting in the way of Candy Payne. There's our whistle. Smoke and Cinder up against Tick Tick Boom.
And Smoke and Cinder is out. Long draw back there by Lemon Bomb.
Beetlejuice quickly moving to the front of the pack to become part of that 3-wall to slow Tick Tick Boom down. Great pack awareness.
Lemon Bomb and Explosive holding the front line. Here comes the offense courtesy of Briar Rose.
Beautiful hit to the outside by Skaters of Doom there, unfortunately resulting in a direction penalty. for an explosive. Tick, tick, boom out on initial, hyping up the crowd. Tick, tick, boom through the pack unchallenged. Smoke and Cinder answers with points, calls it off.
And there's the call off. That 16-4 jam brings us to an 80-88 score. So only 8 points separating these two teams. We got time for about one more jam. Roller Pulley, Razor Sharp on that back line, closing the door on the inside against Imminent Danger.
Excellent job by Smack and Cheese with some beautiful one-on-one blocking there in turn one.
Roller Pulley, speaking of roller one-on-one blocking, great work there against Imminent Danger at the back of the pack.
Imminent Danger escorted to the inside by Skaters of Doom by Roller Pulley. Oh, nice chase down by Razor Sharp. Skaters of Doom bringing that defense. And we are off the period clock and on to just the jam clock. Imminent Danger hoping to put a few more points up for the Bad Apples before halftime.
And that is Razor Sharp looking to deny those points. Tantrum drawn back by Candy Payne.
Imminent Danger getting Bad Apples across the century mark. What an amazing first half. Give it up for these two teams. We've got about a 10-minute intermission before we get back to the exciting conclusion of this game between the Skaters of Doom and the Bad Apples.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified Sweat Saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try for yourself. We've got you.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the second half. We're about to get started here. Let's start off with a 4-3 pack advantage for the Bad Apples, with one skater, Doom, in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Not many penalties total, though. 7 just for the first half.
Very, very clean game. We have a score of 84 to 100. It is still anybody's win.
And they are off. That is Tiny Monster up to the front of the pack. Tiny Monster grabbing lead jammer. Tantrum looking for an exit. That Bad Apples defense.
As Princess Leia seems to be everywhere that it matters right now.
Working along with Calamity Cat and company there.
That is a direction penalty being called on Pat CU.
Direction of play seems to be the penalty of choice for this game. Of the 8 penalties, 6 of them have been direction of play.
It's the penalty du jour. Screaming Death and Slamwich jamming. A beautiful job by Slamwich to get out as lead jammer. Screaming Death only about half a track behind and closing.
Oh, great force out there by Lemon Bomb. Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is empty right now.
Screaming Death pushing past Grizzly Bear and company. Ooh, nice hit there by number 911. That is Demon Skater.
Pat CU with the drawback. Working the back of the pack with Smoking Cinder. Oh, Grizzly Bear with that force out. And we've got a star pass to Demon Skater. So this will be a full 2-minute jam.
Beautiful job by Screaming Death to put 4 more up for the Skaters of Doom, now past the century mark.
And the score is now 4-6 if you're counting in binary.
That's 100 to 110 if you don't count in binary. Only 6 points between the teams. Mayhaps we have a lead change in the future.
Possibly.
Honeybee Sting and Smack and Cheese. Slow start off the line, but really it just looks like they're finding their ways through the pack.
Honeybee Sting looking for an exit, but the Bad Apples not allowing that. Honeybee Sting is through. Oh, there's
nice.
the force out.
Nice hit to the inside there. That's by Owl Get You. Cut track being called on Smack and Cheese. That's going to leave the Skaters of Doom in a power jam with Honeybee Sting. This might be the lead change. There's our lead change. Skaters of Doom now ahead in score with 15 minutes left on the clock.
And Candy Payne holding the inside lane. And Explosive trying to blow up that front tripod, and does.
Smack and Cheese back on the track, looking to engage the Skaters of Doom blockers. Showgirl goes to the front of the pack. Beautiful job by Skaters of Doom to hold Bad Apples scoreless in that jam.
And we have a team timeout being called by the Bad Apples. This timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. And if you think home ownership is outside your reality, wonder what your house would net you if you sold it now, get these questions answered and more at our free home buying seminar, co-hosted by Deb Counts-Tabor of Welcome to PDX, an RCR sponsor, next Sunday from 3 to 4 right here at the hangar. And we've got a foot race. Patsy U is your lead jammer. Sour Patch Skids not far behind. Both jammers through the pack. Pack reorganizing itself. And that is going to be a contact penalty, sending Patsy U to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. So this will be a full 2-minute jam and a menopause unicorn power jam.
Sour Patch Kids now has the opportunity to close this very tiny score gap. There it is. We have a tied game again.
And we have a tie game.
Beautiful pass by Sour Patch Skids.
And a lead change.
Patsy U out of the penalty box, looking to come through and pick up a few more points. Both jammers through. And we've got a 4-point game right now, folks. And
We have an official timeout.
This time out brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts-Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
Now's a great time to grab some raffle tickets and support Junior Roller Derby.
Give me a show of hands. Who's here for Discover Derby Days? How exciting! Look at all of those hands up in the audience. Make sure you guys make friends with those folks. Show them how friendly we can be. Welcome to all of you, and I hope you're having a fantastic time.
All right, Candy Payne in the red, Screaming Death in the blue.
Oh, that was a beautiful hit attempt there by number 587 and Explosive.
Candy Payne coming in on a scoring pass. Oh, that is Tiny Monster with the drawback on Screaming Death.
Beautiful coverage up at the top of the pack by those skaters of Doom skaters. That is Lemon Bomb and Explosive. And Smoke and Cinder. Oh, a little side of all ice in there.
And there's the force out. Illegal contact penalty sends Grizzly Bear to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. And there goes Roly Poly and Showgirl neck and neck. Showgirl just out first, but only by inches. Both jammers into the pack. And Roly Poly through first for the points. And there's the call off. Both jammers get 4. Next up, Honeybee Sting and Tick Tick Boom.
I
Honeybee Sting, your lead jammer.
We do it all together.
Great force out by Ann Explosive.
What was that? That's what everybody says. Great pack work there between turn 3 and 4.
Direction of play penalty sends Slamwich to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Rebel Heart Therapy, individual and relational therapy for Portland's Black Sheep and Unicorns.
Beautiful job by Smoke and Cinder there on the toe stops. Lead jammer.
Tiny Monster resetting after being forced out. Up to the front of the pack, 1 to beat. And a forearm penalty. This is now a Menopause Unicorn power jam.
Beautiful job, Smoke and Cinder. It is now a tied game again with just about 5.5 minutes on the clock. Tiny Monster out of the box and through on initial.
There's the call off, and we have a lead change.
Skaters of Doom back on top.
187 Killer Pads, often imitated, never duplicated. Stick with the best, an exclusive protective gear sponsor of RCR. We have an official timeout. This timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX.
And explosive out for lead. Mozilla close behind. Skaters of Doom needs to keep their tenuous lead here. Excellent pass through the pack and defense by the Bad Apples.
And good force out and recycle there at the back of the pack.
Honeybee Sting, excellent last line of defense there against Mozilla.
Triple Eight, an exclusive protected gear sponsor of Rose City Rollers, elevating derby safety standards with cutting edge technology.
Oh, nobody was ready for that.
Tick, tick, boom, your lead jammer. Sour Patch Skids with a long draw back on Tantrum.
Beautiful pass by Tick Tick Boom there on the inside. It is a 2-point game. And now it's a power jam, a menopause unicorn power jam for Tantrum.
This will be a 2-minute jam as there's no longer a lead jammer.
Tantrum really taking the time to capitalize on being the only jammer on the track. Tick Tick Boom says, watch this. That's a high block being called on Roller Poly. Tantrum through on the inside, maintaining that lead. We have a timeout being called. This timeout brought to you by Debcan Staber, the official realtor of the Rose City Roller. This next jam will start with 2 skaters in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. A little bit of group therapy to talk about our differences.
All right, we now have an official review. So our dazzle of zebras will discuss this.
Hello? Hi, so the official review, the red team asks that blue 1-3 true, a blocker in the last jam, get a clockwise block for hitting red jammer 700. The officials agreed. So blue 1-3 true will be in the box for the next jam, and red retains their official review.
All right. So this will be a 3-2 pack advantage for the Skaters of Doom. Got three skaters in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box right now.
That's the most attendance in the penalty box we've had all day.
All ice, Princess Leia are your jammers.
Only 10 points between the two teams with what might be the last jam on the clock. Skaters of Doom need to get lead and hold on to it.
Lemon Bomb holding that back line.
Oh,
There goes
beautiful.
Princess Leia, your lead jammer.
Princess Leia read that so well.
That was initial, that was initial. And there's an explosive with a long drawback on Princess Leia. Period clock has expired. We are on jam time now.
Oh, beautiful job by Skaters of Doom there.
Forearm penalty sends an explosive to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
All Eyes still working at the back of the pack. We have 10 seconds left. And there we go. That is the end of our game. Skaters of Doom coming back to win it by 2 points.
All right, there we go. We now have an official final, 192.90. All right, Skaters of Doom, when you're ready, take a lap. And Bad Apples, when you're ready, take a lap. Hi, captains and coaches for the next game, please report to the penalty box. Captains and coaches for the next game, please report to the penalty box. All right, Bad Apple, since you are ready first, let's go with what do you got? MVP,
Lemon bomb.
overall, what do you got? Jammer or overall? Oh, MVP overall, Lemon Bomb. Blocker, Jammer? MVP Jammer is?
Screaming death.
Screaming Death. Which leaves MVP Blocker.
And explosive.
And Explosive. All right, and then that's overall MVP,
Candy pane.
Candy Pane. Most valuable Jammer,
Showgirl.
Showgirl. And most valuable Blocker,
Skids.
Skids. All right. MVPs to the middle. Do some pictures.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor.
Giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We got you.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Inquiry number 80393, company is Seba Guide. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Inquiry number 80393, company is Seba Guide.
Welcome. Hope you're having a good time. We've got a great second game here between the Bleeding Hearts and the Rainbow Bites. Now, before we get started, just a few things. Please stay on your side of those black bumpers. That is for your safety and the safety of the skaters. Also, please be courteous to your fellow fans. While the action is going, don't walk in front of everybody. Wait for those 30 seconds in between jams to grab concessions or head to the restrooms. Your fellow fans will appreciate you for that. Also, this is a juniors game. Please cheer positively and responsibly, and let the coaches do the coaching. You all do the cheering, coaches coach, everything will be great. So now, before we get started, put your hands together for all of our volunteers who make all this possible. And for our wonderful officials on skates and off. And because none of y'all are here to see me, Noms, let's get this started.
Thank you. Skating in red, let's give it up for the Bleeding Hearts. Wearing number 0, it's Finney Kruger. Wearing 011, it's Honey Basher. Number 013, Tragedy Ann. Number 149, Avery Phylactic Shock. Number 1969 is Klondike. Number 211 is Pop Tart. Number 26 is Bleeding Tart. Number 295, Lightning McQuinn. Number 373, Coyote. Number 404, Error. Number 49 is Sherbert. Number 496, Assault Water Taffy. Number 505, Danny DeFito. Number 508, Midnight Smack. Number 555, A Very Scary. Number 56, Ludini. Number 606, Row Wreck Your Bout. Number 70, Super Beast. Number 702, Jigsaw. And And number 9 is Pandemonium. Give it up for your Bleeding Hearts.
And now introducing in the blue, the Rainbow Bites. Wearing 018 Ultraviolet. Wearing 09 PB and Jam. Wearing number 1 Frostbite. $199 Slaughter Melon. 21 is Lucky Harms. 22 is KO Gamble. Don't call it a comeback. Wearing the sparkly helmet once again. 222 is LL Cool Slay. 277 Rosalicious. Wearing 299 Rotten Mango. 44 is Sour Snitch. Wearing number 47, Ms. Garcia. 529 is Princess Bubblescum. Wearing number 61, Wildfire. Number 74 is Dynamite. Triple Eight is Frantic. Wearing number 99, Nazgul. I don't have a 23 on my list, and I can't read your name. Noah Mercy. There we go. Give it up for the Rainbow Bites.
That was great. I don't have a 23 on my list.
All right, here we go. We're going to kick it off with Slaughtermelon in the blue, Roro Wreck Your Bout in the red. As your jammers.
There's our whistle for Jam 1. Roro Wreck Your Bout trying the outside, not able to make anything of it. Slaughtermelon through on the inside. Lead jammer goes to the Rainbow Bites. Pack is on the move. Pop-Tart trying to slow it down. Roro Wreck Your Bout out ahead. 4 points on the board for the Hearts.
And there's the call off.
This time brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor and Welcome to PDX, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. Next on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line, we've got Ludini in the red up against Miss Garcia in blue. Nice offense by Noah Mercy off the line to help get Miss Garcia through. Beautiful move to the front by Frostbite. Ludini does get out. Lead jammer goes to the hearts. Bites reform up at the front of the pack.
Honey Basher with the stop on the inside and the recycle.
The first penalty of the game is a cut track, and it's going to number 44 on the bites. That is Sour Snitch. Ludini shaking off that last hit. Pack is all clustered back there in the back straightaway, moving into turn 3. Miss Garcia through on initial. Ludini calls it from the ground. This is the battle of the nines. PB and Jam up against Dynamite. Sorry, Pandemonium.
Elo Cool Slice forcing the recycle at the back, working with Lucky Harms.
PB and Jam out as lead for the bites, coming around on a scoring pass. Trying to get around Danny DeFito, not quite able to make it happen. Pandemonium hit out by Lucky Harms and company again in turn 1. Slay at the top of the pack.
There's the call off. Just in time. The penalty box brought to you by Rebel Heart Therapy, individual and relational therapy for Portland's Black Sheep and Unicorns.
Avery Phylactic Shock and Frantic both wearing the stars. Avery Phylactic Shock quickly to the top. Bleeding Hearts have lead. Frantic out about 40 feet behind.
Saltwater Taffy up to play some offense.
I believe that was a big hit by Frostbite, forcing the call off on Avery Phylactic Shock. Bleeding Tart and Nazgul down on the Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Beautiful offense by Klondike off the line, allowing Bleeding Tart to get through for lead.
And Danny DeFito with the drawback on Nazgul.
Pop-Tart, last line of defense. Nazgul shakes it off. Everybody down there who's watching, take a look around in the crowd, see if you see any newbie stickers. Our newbies are going to be attending Derby Days after this game. So if you have a newbie around you, explain the game, be friendly, show them why they should come back. Row Wreck Your Bout and Rosalicious both jamming. Row Wreck Your Bout through for lead.
Rosalicious through on the initial. Good defense at the back of the pack.
Some beautiful blocking by Princess Bubblescum.
Dynamite working the front of the pack with
Sherbert.
Sour Snitch.
Sherbert, Honey Basher, and Coyote down there holding Rosalicious at the back of the pack. Nice hit to the inside by Sherbert. Rowe powering past Frostbite, getting caught by Snitch and Dynamite. Snitch, last line of defense. Princess Bubblesgum attempting some offense for Rosalicious. Bleeding Hearts defense really clamped down at the back.
Honey Basher now anchoring that back tripod.
Sherbert with the hit to the outside at the whistle. Big jam for Roro Wreck Your Bout and the Bleeding Hearts, 24-4.
And we have an official timeout. This official timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. The Jam line today brought to you by the Jam on Hawthorne, Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, omnivore-friendly, everybody-friendly breakfast.
Slaughtermelon quickly to the front. 2 to beat, and Finney Kruger and Danny DeFito. Jigsaw and Danny DeFito. Lucky Harms with the chase down. Ludini shrugs it off. Slaughtermelon picks up a quick 4 and calls it. Panda and Miss Garcia. Panda taking the outside. Beautiful lead jammer for Bleeding Hearts. Nice hit to the outside by Snitch. Miss Garcia tries going around the outside. Hit to the outside, I think, by some friendly fire.
Tragedy Ann and company locking down Ms. Garcia. Skinny and Avery. And like the Bleeding Hearts didn't lose anybody.
Avery Phylactic Shock and PB Jam both wearing the stars. Avery Phylactic Shock trying the outside, not able to make anything of it, largely due to Lucky Harms and LL Cool Slay. PB finding Danny DeFito and Klondike. PB able to skate around Pop-Tart. Avery Phylactic Shock picks up 2 and calls it off.
.187 Killer Pads, industrial strength materials, unmatched ergonomic design, unparalleled excellence. .187 Killer Pads. Frantic and Bleeding Heart are your jammers. Error and Saltwater Taffy sent Frantic to the inside. Frantic recycles.
Sherbert doing the best to stop Frantic, not able to make it happen. Franny out on initial. Frantic picking up all 4 at the whistle as a 4-4 jam.
Triple Eight, more Derby specific gear than any other brand. Triple Eight has you covered.
Rower Wreck Your Mountain, Nazgul. Both jammers exit the pack at the same time. Nazgul technically has lead. Rower Wreck Your Bout is out ahead.
It's not a low block if it's your own skater. WSL Leadership Coaching. Learn how to transform interpersonal conflict into organizational justice at WSLleadership.com.
Ludini and Rosalicious. Ludini gets lead.
Rosalicious looking for some offensive help.
But just finding a whole bunch of bleeding hearts instead.
Oh.
Sherbert, Honey Basher, cinching down, not allowing Rosalicious to make any forward progress. Princess Bubblesgum comes in with the offense. Nice hit to the inside by Sherbert. Quick recycle. Saltwater Taffy covering the lines there with Coyote. Luduni putting up another 4. Bleeding Hearts at 12 so far this jam. And we've had a star pass to Dynamite on the Rainbow Bites.
Ritual Dyes, Portland's local yarn shop with hand-dyed yarn, tools, and more, owned by Bud's Parent and Wreckers Skater.
We have a timeout being called. This timeout brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor, and welcome to PDX, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. I'd love to say thank you to the officials who are officiating this game. Thank you so much to Babe, Jump Cut, William Skate Spear, Rodent of Unusual Size, Malicious Compliance, Babe, Joe G, Screw Lucy, Pearl Jam, Stabby, Shelby Wan, Little T Rebel, Tillamook Shredder, and Tripper Gore. Miss Garcia is out, but not lead.
Slaughtermelon, Bleeding Tart are your jammers. No Mercy up to play offense.
Tart able to shrug off that fall. Lead jammer goes to the Hearts once again. Sherbert with a nice hit to the outside on Slaughtermelon. Quick recycle to the pivot line. Rowan Peavy down on the Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Rowe trying the outside, finding some Rainbow Bites instead. Good move to the top. L.O. Coolsley and Company trying to catch Rowe. Bleeding Hearts will have lead. PB and Jam about 30 feet behind. Timeout being called by the Rainbow Bites. This timeout brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor, and welcome to PDX, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
Speaking of, Deb Counts Tabor of Welcome to PDX is offering a free home buying and home selling seminar next Sunday, October 19th, right here in the hangar. RSVP at rosecityrollers.com and make your home buying dreams come true.
Frantic and Pandemonium wearing the stars. Great job by Ultraviolet to resist that offense off the line. It's another jammer race. LO Cool Sleigh telling the pack to move up. Pack is on the run.
And we got a jammer race behind the pack.
Huge swing there by number 61 on the bites.
That was wildfire.
That was a wild hit.
Both jammers now engaging with the pack on this scoring pass.
Everybody locked down in turn 3. Both teams trying for some offense. Panda tries the outside.
Low block, LO Cool Sleigh.
Lucky Harms, last line to beat there for Panda.
Honey Bash with the force out, recycling Frantic.
This official timeout brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
And they're off. Ludini and Nazgul. Ludini escapes from the pack.
Jigsaw, great last line of defense there for the Hearts. Klondike read that offense wonderfully. Hart starting one down in the pack as Danny DeFito takes a seat for a low block. Saltwater Taffy, Avery Phylactic Shock, and Rosalicious. Lucky Harms with the chase down attempt.
Rosalicious threw on the initial.
Avery Phylactic Shock through unchallenged. Rosalicious almost able to keep inbounds. Long drawback to the back of the pack. Bleeding Tart and Miss Garcia wearing the stars this jam. Miss Garcia tiptoeing up the outside line, shaking off a hit from Pop-Tart. Lead jammer goes to the Rainbow Bites.
A very scary with some offense, but that's a long recycle.
Bleeding Tart out on initial. Pack on the move once again. Pop-Tart catching a piece of Miss Garcia, escorting it to the outside. Rower wreck your mountain Slaughtermelon. Slaughtermelon out by a hair's breadth there. Lead jammer goes to the Bites. Both jammers hitting the pack at full speed.
Sherbert with the force out. Slaughtermelon threw at the front of the pack.
Rowe able to get around Wildfire. Through for 4. Mellon through the pack, unchallenged.
Next up, Ludini, PB and Jam. Super Beast there to play some offense for Ludini, but PB and Jam is the one that is there through the pack first.
PB puts 4 on the board, calls it off, holds the Hearts scoreless.
Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery is John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon.
Avery Phylactic Shock and Frantic wearing the jammer stars. Bites with pack advantage by 1. Beautiful offense off the line by Lucky Harms. To try
Low
and
block.
To clear a line for Frantic, it did result in 2 penalties for the Bites. Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box filling up with 2 on each side. Frantic really capitalizing on the small number of bodies on the track. Beautiful menopause, upswept creative apex jump.
Yeah. And back block sends Avery Phylactic Shock to the penalty box. So this will be a Menopause Unicorn Power Jam.
Big hit by Pop-Tart. Hearts expertly moving to the top of the pack. Lucky Harms trying to clear a lane. Franny hit to the inside, recycled by Pop-Tart.
Direction of play penalty sends Pop-Tart back to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
And we had a star pass on the Hearts there at the whistle to Saltwater Taffy.
What did Slay get penalized for? I don't think anybody knows. I think Slay heard the penalty for Harms that went to the box. Oh yeah, it just got deleted. No, Harms was the only one other than out there. Porque no Taqueria, the sunniest place in Portland, voted best tacos and Mexican food in PDX. And this team timeout by the Bleeding Hearts, brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. And that Rainbow Bites defense held on just long enough for Nazgul to get Lee Jammer. And now holding on a little longer.
Ludini and Rosalicious on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Ludini pushing at the top of the pack. Rosalicious recycled. Lucky Harms headed to the penalty box on a direction.
And contact penalty sends Ultraviolet to the box. So a little group therapy there in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
Lee Jammer goes to Ludini. Sherbert and Coyote holding Rosalicious at the back. Nice hit to the inside, forcing recycle on the bites once again. Ludini, I was going to say threw on a spin move, but pulled a cut track.
So this will be a Menopause Unicorn Power Jam for the Bites.
All the Bites out of the penalty box, looking to push through the pack and open up a lane for Rosalicious. Pop-Tart making sure that doesn't happen.
Rosalicious threw on the initial.
20 seconds left in this jam. Ludini back on the track.
Here comes the offense from Ultraviolet.
Recurbout and Garcia jamming for their respective teams. Rowe with a quick cut back to the inside, securing lead. Pop-Tart on Miss Garcia's recycle. Rowe picks up 4, calls it off. Timeout.
Yep, that is official review is being used as a timeout. This timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. And we'd like to give a special shout out to all of our incredible local business program partners. Their support keeps us rolling all year long. You can find the full list of businesses on the banner near the front door or go to rosecityrollers.com/localbiz.
This will be the last jam of this half. Slaughtermelon shrugging off hits. Lucky Harms. Everybody taking a swing at Avery Phylactic Shock. LL Cool Slate with the recycle. And that brings our half to a close. We've got a score 125 Bleeding Hearts to Rainbow Bites 81. We've got a 10-minute intermission. We'll be back to bring you the exciting conclusion of this Sunday afternoon game.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We've got you covered.
Zoe Scotland, if you're in the building, Zoe Scotland, I've got your debit card. Please let me know where you are. Be happy to give it. Yeah, just come on up here. Or send a delegate. You can send Decoy up here. Rower Reckerbout and PB and Jam wearing the stars. PB quickly to the top, finding Pop-Tart and Danny DeFito. Rowe, meanwhile, taking the inside line out as lead for the Hearts. PB out on initial.
And they are off. That is Nazgul, your lead jammer. Ludini about a quarter track behind. And Nazgul sticks the upswept creative apex jump. Or not. Like to thank our sponsors, Portland Vital Signs and Menopause Northwest.
Thank you for being our sponsors. Avery, Phylactic Shock, and Frantic. Both jammers trying the outside. Avery almost makes it around Sour Snitch and company. Dynamite was the last line of defense. Avery is out for lead jammer. Frantic, full lap behind, but out on initial. If you're a newbie here for Derby Days after this game, raise your hand. Let's see where you are. So exciting. It looks like most everybody's clustered down here at turn 4. You've got some good friends over there in the Derby community. Bleeding Tart and Miss Garcia wearing the stars. Miss Garcia is lead, 1 to beat. Bleeding Tart re-entering entering the pack, finding Lucky Harms and LL Cool Slay.
But Miss Garcia already back in the pack on a scoring pass. There's the call off.
Rover Reckerbout and Slaughtermelon. Pop-Tart with a quick hit of Slaughtermelon off the line.
That is Jigsaw up playing some offense.
Slaughtermelon lead jammer for the bites.
Lightning McQueen and company at the back. Slaughtermelon forced out to the inside.
Some sort of a track gremlin over there in turn 1. Jigsaw trying to hit Slaughtermelon out of bounds. Rower Reckerbout plowing through the bites there at the top of the pack. There's our whistle. Lucky Harms breaking up the pack for PB. Sherbert, a Saltwater Taffy, and Honey Basher don't seem to care very much. Cut track being called on Ludini. That's going to be a power jam for PB and Jam. Maybe a PB and power jam.
PB and Jam has to recycle. Saltwater Taffy, 4 on penalty, heading to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
Ludini out of the penalty box, back on the track, looking to finish an initial pass.
Stop block
Stop
on
block.
Pop-Tart.
Ludini through for 4. Beautiful pass through the pack there by PB and Jam, picking up that last quick 4. Only 44 points between the two teams. It is still anybody's game with 23 minutes on the clock.
A very scary with some offense trying to free Avery Phylactic Shock.
Sour Snitch with the hit to the outside on Avery Phylactic Shock. Beautiful job. Dynamite up there as well. Frostbite steering the pod. Nazgul with 4 on the board. Tart to the front, finding Prince, just getting
Lucky Harms.
Ultraviolet and Lucky Harms. Saltwater Taffy with some quick moves to get to the top to slow down Frantic. Honey Basher completing the hit to the outside, but picking up a contact penalty in the process. We're going to call that an upswept creative, almost apex jump. Oh, that was gorgeous by Frantic. Bleeding Hearts only picking up 10 on that jam. Rainbow Bites coming out ahead by 2 with 12.
Black Cat Plumbing, your local neighborhood plumbing company and a proud sponsor of RCR since forever.
Miss Garcia threw on a spin move. Lead jammer goes to the Rainbow Bites. Garcia going all the way to the outside, finding Honey Basher. Ludini with a quick juke around Lucky Harms.
Tragedy Ann gets a penalty for picking up the jammer star.
Ludini taking another run at the pack here.
Sasquatch HR, making nonprofit and small business workplaces better. SasquatchHR.org.
We have an official timeout being called. This timeout brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Constaber, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. Avery Phylactic Shock is lead, but still hasn't exited the zone of engagement. Bleeding Tart and PB and Jam. Big pileup right off the line. PB's lead for the bites. Lucky Harms last line of defense. The Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is clear at the beginning of this jam. We've got Roro Wreck Your Bout up against Nazgul. Roro Wreck Your Bout lead for the Hearts. Nazgul out on initial. They're not going to run their jams unless it's safe. They're going to do 4 points and call it.
Frantic and Ludini.
We are into the final quarter of this game. Miss Garcia and Avery Phylactic Shock on the Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Nice offense by Princess Bubblescum off the line, neutralizing Pop-Tart's attempt. Miss Garcia is lead for the bites.
Little jammer dance party going on there. While that's happening, we'd like to thank Trailhead Credit Union and Secret Aardvark for being sponsors.
Bleeding Tart and Rosalicious on the line. Tart with 2 to beat. Tart is lead.
And star pass, LL Cool Sleigh.
But picking up a cut track in the process. Bleeding Tart picked up 4 and calls it off. That will ice the Rainbow Bites jammer at the start of this next jam. Hearts will start in a power jam.
And we have an official timeout. This official timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. While there's discussion going on, I'd like to thank the Portland Mercury and Lionheart Kombucha.
Rover Wreck-Your-Bout quickly to the front, gets out as lead, has a full 30 seconds on the track as the only jammer. Nice upswept creative apex jump. And another one, 2 times upswept creative apex jumps. LL Cool Sleigh, jammer of record this jam, back out on the track from the penalty box. Dynamite catching a piece of Rover Wreck-Your-Bout. Slaughtermelon and Ludini. Ludini picks up lead for the Hearts. Melon shrugging off hits left and right, exits the pack. Ludini taking the outside line, picks up all 4 and a quick call off. We have a team timeout being called for the Rainbow Bites. This timeout brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts-Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Roller.
You can follow and tag Rose City Rollers at Rose City Rollers on social media to stay in the know about all things Derby and Portland. And go to rosecityrollers.com/volunteer to be part of this rad community by volunteering with us.
PB and Jam, a lead jammer. Avery Phylactic Shot currently out ahead by about 10 feet. PB closing. Both jammers hitting the pack hot. PB now in a power jam, a Menopause Unicorn power jam. Pop-Tart with the recycle. PB and Jam using that momentum from Pop-Tart to get through for 4. Avery Phylactic Shock asking for offense, finding Frostbite instead. Oh, beautiful hit out by Dynamite. Nazgul and Bleeding Tart. Nazgul able to get out as lead on an upset creative apex jump. Bleeding Tart about a third a track behind. Sherbert with the nudge to the outside, forcing a recycle on Nazgul. Tart up at the top, looking for some offensive help from Error. Error dropping the bridge. Sherbert, a Saltwater Taffy, and Honey Basher holding Nazgul in the back.
And up at the front, Lucky Harms, LL Cool Slay, and Ultraviolet keeping Bleeding Tart from going anywhere.
Both teams' defenses really locking down the jammers. Successful in hitting Tart out. Big recycle to the back of the pack. Rower Wreckabout and Frantic wearing the stars.
Frantic looking for an exit. Tiptoes on the outside lane.
Dynamite with the nudge and the chase down, forcing the call off. Just about 5 minutes left in this game.
Rotten Mango up at the front, playing some offense, is able to spring Ms. Garcia.
Ludini out by a hair. Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is clear. Offense, courtesy of Klondike, allows Avery Phylactic Shock to get out as lead. Cut track being called on Rosalicious. That's going to leave Avery Phylactic Shock in a power jam. Avery Phylactic Shock calls it off. Bleeding Hearts will start in a power jam for somewhere around 10 seconds or less. Jams on. Big hit leveled by Lucky Harms. Unfortunately, it was a direction. Bleeding Tart is out for lead. Rosalicious close behind. With only 2 bites blockers on the track. Princess Bubblescum and Frostbite, it's up to you. You got this. I have faith in you. Slaughtermelon able to get out about a quarter track behind Row Wreck Your Bout.
Still got to do MVPs with it, but
I'll grab it for you. Yeah, I'll grab it from you.
Ludini and Nazgul. Nazgul quickly establishing lead for the Bites in what might be the last jam of this game. Ludini able to, oh man, just barely stay in bounds, recycled back to the back. Nazgul picking up 4.
and LL Cool Slate with that long force out, wearing the sparkly helmet.
Team timeout, Rainbow Bites. This timeout brought to you by Debcon Saber and welcome to PDX, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. With this timeout, it means we will get one more jam. Last jam of the game, and we're going to see Avery Phylactic Shock up against PB and Jam. Avery Phylactic Shock gets out as lead. We are off the period clock, just on the jam clock.
PB and Jam out on the initial. There's the call off.
Avery Phylactic Shock calling that off, picks up 1 point, and that brings our game to its conclusion. We have an unofficial score, Bleeding Hearts 224 to the Rainbow Bites 159. We're gonna send it down to the floor for MVPs, and then all of our newbies stay here for Derby Days. It's gonna be a blast.
All right, Bleeding Hearts. Who do you have for MVP Jammer?
PB.
And Most Valuable Blocker?
Sour.
And Overall MVP?
LL Cool Slay.
Slay! And Bites. Who do you have for MVP Jammer?
Avery Galactic Shock.
And MVP Blocker?
Honey Badger.
Honey Badger. And Overall MVP?
Klondike.
Klondike. MVP's in the middle.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified Sweat Saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try for yourself. We've got you.